Let's be honest. Motivation is amazing. When it's there, you feel unstoppable. But what about the days you wake up tired, unmotivated, and just don't want to do anything? That's the real test. And the problem is, most people wait for motivation to strike, and it never does. They start a diet Monday, but by Wednesday they're craving donuts. They start a workout plan, but quickly skip days, then weeks. They're inconsistent because they never learned how to be motivated when unmotivated. Today, we're going to break down how to stay motivated even when you don't feel like it. By the end of this video, you'll have practical steps you can actually use, not just inspirational quotes. Let's dive in. Now, before we get into it, I want to show you a quick experiment. In a study, scientists stimulated a part of the brain that controls motivation. And this is what happened. The volunteers suddenly craved chocolate. Our brains love motivation. We all want more of it. But here's the truth. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like the weather. You watch a motivational video, and for an hour you feel pumped. But the next morning, gone. Why? Because motivation is an emotion, and emotions aren't reliable. If you only act when you're motivated, you'll never be consistent. The people you admire, they don't rely on motivation. They rely on something deeper: systems, discipline, and mindset. But don't worry. Motivation can be created if you know how. Step number 1, get clear on your why. When Jim quit his job to pursue his dreams, his parents were disappointed. They said, "You have bills to pay, a mortgage, are you crazy?" But Jim had a deep why. He wanted to honor his late father by building a legacy. He wanted to show his son that it's okay to take risks. So every morning he visualizes these 2 reasons. This became his motivation during tough times. Ask yourself, why are you doing this? Why does it matter? If your reason is shallow, like, I want abs for summer, that motivation will die fast. But if your why is powerful, I want to be healthy so I can play with my kids, suddenly it's deeper. Motivation fades, but purpose lasts. So ask yourself, why do I want this? Write it down. Look at it daily. Make your why so big, so emotional that it lights a fire in you. Step 2. Action creates motivation. We all have this idea that motivation will lead to action. But it's backwards. Action comes first. Motivation follows. Think about it. How often have you dreaded going to the gym, but once you started, you felt amazing? The key is to start small. If you're trying to build a habit, commit to just one small step. Don't think about all the other things you should be doing. Just focus on the tiny bit in front of you. For example, if you want to start meditating, don't think about how you'll go from 0 to 30 minutes a day. Just sit down and commit to 1 minute. Do that daily for a week, then add another minute. Action creates momentum, so next time you feel lazy, don't wait. Just commit to one small step. Open the book. Write 1 sentence. Do 1 push-up. The motivation will come once you're moving. Step 3. Build systems, not willpower. You know how sometimes you fail to reach your goals or stick to a plan? It's not because your willpower is weak. It's because you're relying solely on motivation, and that's a risky strategy. Motivation is unreliable. It ebbs and flows, but systems are strong. A system is made up of rules and habits that guide your actions without requiring motivation. For example, if you want to eat healthier, prep your meals ahead so it's easy. Or if you want to wake up early, put your phone across the room so you have to get out of bed. You see, systems remove the need for motivation by making the right action automatic. When you create good systems in your life, you won't need motivation because you'll be naturally drawn to do the right things. Instead of relying on willpower, build systems that support your goals. That way you won't be at the mercy of motivation. Step 4. Embrace the hard days. Here's a mindset shift. The hard days are the most important days. Anybody can show up when it's easy. But when you show up tired, stressed, unmotivated, that's where growth happens. Every time you push through on those days, you're building a stronger identity. You're telling yourself, I'm the kind of person who does the work no matter how I feel, and that identity is more powerful than any motivational quote. In fact, it's this identity that allows us to find motivation in the toughest moments. You see, when you embrace the hard days, you transform them from a burden into fuel. The discomfort becomes the very thing that drives you forward. You learn to love the grind because it's a reflection of who you're becoming. And that, my friends, is a superpower. You must make peace with the struggle, finding joy in the journey, not just the destination. Remember, every great achievement was once a series of small, seemingly insignificant actions taken on a daily basis. So embrace the hard days, let them shape you, and watch as they pave the way to your greatness. Step 5. Feed your mind. There's a saying, garbage in, garbage out. And it couldn't be more true when it comes to our minds. You are what you consume. If you fill your mind with negativity, complaints, drama, junk content, you're essentially poisoning your motivation. On the other hand, if you feed your mind with quality input, you're nurturing your drive and inspiration. Think about it. If you spend hours scrolling through social media filled with comparisons and envy, how can you expect to feel motivated? Or if you spend your free time watching TV shows that leave you feeling drained and uninspired, how can you summon the energy to pursue your goals? It's like trying to build a house on quicksand. But when you feed your mind with positivity, knowledge, and inspiration, you're laying a solid foundation for motivation. Picture this. You're stuck in traffic on your way to an important meeting. Instead of letting the frustration take over, you tune into an inspiring podcast. As you listen, ideas spark, your mood lifts, and you arrive at your meeting feeling energized and ready to crush it. That's the power of what you put in your mind. Now, don't get me wrong. We all have moments when motivation takes a nosedive. But when you consciously feed your mind with the right stuff, you give yourself the best chance at staying inspired. So here's your challenge. Start paying attention to what you consume and ask yourself, is this fueling my mind or draining it? It's a simple yet powerful question that can change your life. I've got one final question for you. What's your biggest takeaway from today's video? Leave your answer in the comments. I can't wait to read your thoughts. And hey, if you found value in today's content, show your support. Hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, keep chasing those dreams with unwavering passion.